Morning, guys. It's actually Sunday. I'm doing this at the right time. Um, and it's been about a week since I did this, which is awesome. I'm proud of myself. So I've had a bit of a lazy week, which is not a bad thing, but it's been odd because I don't start work with the city till Monday, which means that literally I've had nothing to do um, all week, which means I played a lot of games. I did get a bunch of stuff done though. I had my first dance lesson with the University of Calgary ballroom dance club or whatever over at a church near downtown near my work because that's the easiest to get to. Um, that was a lot of fun. I'm a little disappointed because we're doing cha cha and foxtrot, and I prefer waltz and tango. Really, I prefer this, and we're doing cha cha first, which isn't. Oh no. But definitely, cha cha is a lot harder. I don't like the rhythmic dances as much as I found I like the smoother dances like waltz. Uh, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on it. It's interesting. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a very different form of mental focus. Like my body has to just on what I'm doing. It's very different from fighting with martial arts or even just sparring because even then, a lot of that was muscle memory. Um, Even going through the kata, actually, the bigger problem with the kata was when I did like a 2 week trial was that it was counter a lot of my muscle memory. They had us punching straight on rather than turning from the side and hitting jab and cross. And man, that was annoying. So that's that with cha cha. Uh, I have a small problem of I'm used to making big movements because I've done waltz and swing, and I also and it's something apparently I managed to beat out of my system pretty quick. But I would step count diagonally backwards from my partner rather than stepping in a straight line, and that was just a matter of I'm stepping behind myself. Obviously, turn your body. But that's a lot of fun. I am probably a decade younger than the next youngest person in the club in the thing, and at least 2 or 3 decades younger than almost everybody else, which is not that big of a deal, but it's just funny to me. Oh, I wonder what I did there. I need to fix that. Yoink. Um, and then I spent a bunch of time getting myself set up with tutor.com, which is a website that Joey recommended me to that lets you tutor online using their proprietary software. And I had my mock interview thing with them, which was easy. Piece of cake. I passed it, obviously. Now I'm waiting for a email from their background check company, and I haven't gotten it yet. So I sent a customer support thing in. In theory, I should be able to do that pretty soon, which will be a way for me to make money because I left chapters, um, and that'll be good. And I'm like picking things off my desk as I talk to you guys, and eating popcorn, because I'm professional. I, I mean, usual stuff. I went to the writers' meetup. I took the time to actually ask one of my coworkers if they wanted to do something, and we had a tentative like, oh maybe, and then we kind of just forgot about it. Which not the best story, but it was something. Um, and I've done the writers meetup, which I get nothing done at, but is so interesting and so much fun because it's just the level of conversation you have with those kinds of people is a bar above normal conversation, and the level of like just kind of not I don't want to say intimacy, but the way everybody is very much knows that they're in a very safe place and kind of just lets a lot of stuff out because it's writing, so even that on its own is very personal. Um, I'm still like poking lightly at the new project I want to work on. Haven't really sat down and focused on it because it's complicated enough that I'm mildly nervous about doing it. So there's all that. Hopefully the audio works because this is my mic isn't sitting next to me, and I'm gonna have to repeat all this. Uh, let's stop and find out. Well, the audio works a bit. The only other thing I wanted to talk about was so probably about 2 months ago. I got bored and I wanted to see what like online dating sites were like. And I don't remember if I talked about this already on these vlogs, so I'm gonna bring it up here. And so I brought, I signed up for Match.com Canada and not OK. I don't remember what the other one was. And just going in, poking in, and man, that's a skeevy experience, or it felt like that to me. It was a lot of like meat shopping. It felt like in a lot of ways, and I also nuked an email account because of it. And that's actually why I'm bringing it up, is because I just spent part of my Sunday morning cleaning out my email account and fixing it. Just with the sheer number of emails you get from those kinds of sites, that was a very weird experience. And one of the things I noticed really quickly was there's a surprising number of 18-year-olds on there who, I mean, that's weird. Um, Credit to them if they, if it works out, whatever, that's all good. But it felt really weird to me looking at all the, like, going through and just seeing, like, an 18-year-old here or there. I'm like, you just graduated high school. You're not even out of high school. There's a good chance. And you're already using online dating rather than, going to school, meeting people that way, meeting people the more traditional way. And if like that kind of stuff doesn't work for them for whatever reason, okay. But it definitely felt very weird to me, and very, like, not disheartening, but kind of a little sad, because, I mean, that's just about my sister's age. And it would be her using online dating rather than getting to know people in school and classes. Um, it kind of goes without saying that I just kind of poked around. I never dug into asking somebody out or anything like that. It felt wonky and weird, and I'm an old fart. Uh, but yeah, that was the only other thing I really had to bring up. So this is actually a nice short one, and my editing's only going to be a little chunk there where I mutter about the audio, which is awesome. Yeah, sorry it's a short one this week, but there's nothing going on. I played Elite Dangerous, World of Warcraft, and a lot of Civ with Victor and Tim. And I got stuff done, but I did a lot of playing video games too. Anyway, adios.